Russian music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and Ann Arbor, MIW go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news so that we able to do that.
Hola, motherfucker. Oh, man. See, we fucked up again, Josh.
Why?
More so, I fucked up. Because I didn't fix the screen for Danny not being here.
That sounds more like Danny fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with that one. It's all Dan's fault today, everybody. We're going to blame Dan for everything that goes wrong. That's how it works on this show, right, Josh?
Yep.
Not here. All your fucking fault. Oh, hey, Dan, you fucked up this bullshit on the damn TV here on the screen for everybody to see. That's your fault. But now we're all tuned in. We're all right there. How are you doing, Josh?
I'm doing fantastic.
Are you sure?
No, but I can pretend.
All right, I was gonna say because you're not working a lot of overtime right now.
Yeah.
What are you gonna buy with all your overtime money? Another cooler? New ice freezer chest thing?
I could. I've been looking on Facebook, and if I had another freezer, then I could keep making flavors.
Where do you keep your freezers?
Currently I've got one in my pantry and one in the kitchen. If I got another one, it's going down to the basement.
You have a basement?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought you had
it flooded that one time, and I cried about it for like a month.
Well, I remember that, but I mean, I thought maybe it was like a Michigan crawl or something.
Oh no, it's not like fancy finished or anything. It's cement, just.
Oh, okay. Well, right on. Well, thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, hello. If you're not tuning in, well, and you're listening later, hi to you as well. But this is the 92nd episode of Michigan Independent Weekly. You know, usually we do this show on Tuesday. Things kind of happen, and it got pushed back. Josh and I are both fucking exhausted. So it is.
Wait, no, it's because of there were technical issues because of Hurricane Elsa. I mean, out of respect of Hurricane Elsa, we waited until Thursday.
There's a hurricane?
I don't know, dude. Just go with it.
There's a hurricane on the Great Lakes?
Shut up, dude. Like
oh, my bad. But anyways, I'm one of your hosts. You know me. I'm Cody Fleming. And then joining me tonight is the happiest of Harpers, the owner and CEO and CFO and the CEFOCC, and all the things that go with the business. That's you, Josh Harper.
I'm my own alphabet army. Like,
right. That's a good one. This week we're going
CAO, LGBTQ, I don't know, everything.
Everything. That's right. This week we are going to cover shows from last weekend. Of course, we were at XICW, you and I, and your soon-to-be wife and the most right woman in Michigan, Brittany, and your future, father-in-law and mother-in-law?
That's right. Yep.
Oh, shit. Take them to XICW. Way to break them in, Josh.
Heck yeah. If you're going to go to Indies, you go to XI first. Like.
Well, and not only did you take him to XI, but you him to the last show ever at the Hot Rock.
Right. Ever. That's insane.
But not only are we going to talk about all that stuff, we are also going to talk about everything that happens or is going to happen this weekend. So if you want to travel and head on out somewhere, because I know we got shows or events on the west side and the east side, on the up side, and the left side, and the right side. So you can go anywhere you want. But before we do that, Josh has some shit he's got to say.
I would like to thank our sponsors. That's right. MIW and Rasslin Rage has sponsors. Why? Because we're cool. First sponsor we would like to thank is BCWA. BCWA's Facebook page can be found at Go BCWA, and they can be found, their website can be found online at gobcwa.com. Can't get simpler than that. BCWA, we can't wait for them to come back. They should be coming back soon, hopefully. And, of course, we would also like to thank the happiest of Harpers, me. Happy Harper ice cream can be found at any wrestling show that Happy Harper's at. It can also be found in Port Huron. I do deliveries, or on Fridays I'm at J. Beckett Candy Co., or just go on the Facebook page and hit me up there. And I'd also like, while we're talking about me, because who doesn't want to talk about me? I'm handsome, funny, good looking. But while we're talking about all the good things about me, let's talk about my personal sponsor. I would like to thank Jeremiah Goldman, the Mr. 24 Karat Gold Line himself, the man that thankfully is still alive after this weekend because I can't stop watching that pump. Thank you for sponsoring me, the best part of this or any show.
Yeah, that is a true statement. Still alive, still breathing, not dead, in good condition. For
Not mint anymore, but good condition.
Right, yeah. He's still golden. However, we will that's what happens when you drink alcohol before the show, Cody. You think you would learn these things, but you haven't. What the fuck was that?
Me drinking from a cup.
What cup is that? Okay.
Doesn't really surprise you.
No, not even a little bit. All right. So when we come back, we're going over results first then.
Yep.
All right. So results first, and then what's coming up this weekend for sure.
You have to deal with the past before you deal with the future.
True. When we come back.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Happiest Harper, a cinnamon dream. I bring you an ice that'll sure make you scream. Demon of fire and cold from above.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
I mean, I know it's role playing, but can we do a little more play and a little less role?
All right.
Okay.
So let's see. That's 12, 13, 18. That's 24 points of damage to make you a Happy Harper.
All right, and we're back after that wonderful Happy Harper commercial from the happiest of Harpers himself, Josh Harper, and his wonderful D&D fantasy camp that he runs. So very good. Welcome back. And, starting off the weekend, we have results. So last weekend, well, it's the week actually, because it's the only promotion in the entire state that runs on Thursdays that I know of, right? We have July 15th, which was Thursday, Insane Wrestling Revolution, Violent by Design, Insane Wrestling Revolution 5, Violent by Design results. We're starting off the night with Nate Bach and the Kenny Urban, the Kenny Urban. Kenny Urban doesn't win.
Looks like the Kenny Urban couldn't get the W.
Over Nate Bach. Who, I mean, let's be honest, neither of these guys are very well liked by fans.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nate Bach's got that thing, what is that thing called? What are those back here? That's like that little piece of hair.
I call it, you didn't use a mirror when you're shaving.
Right. I mean, I shave my head. Do you shave your head?
Once in a while.
Do you shave? Do you do it, or do you go somewhere and have someone do it for you?
I do it myself. I can't find anyone in our area that does it for us.
What, shave your head?
Yeah.
You can go to the fucking salon.
Salons can't shave your head. You have to have a barber's license, not a beautician license. That's the difference.
You can go to Great Clips.
They do it?
Yes.
Oh.
They'll even trim your beard.
Nate Bach is the king's homeboy. You're the king's homeboy.
Well, wait a minute. Whoa. No. And not everybody can be the homeboy. That's not how this shit works. Whoa.
Special anymore, Mr. Cody.
Wait a minute. So, anyways, moving on, sir.
Now, I've not gotten a chance to go to IWR, okay? Because it's on Thursdays, and I work early on Friday. But
Yeah.
this is the kind of promotion that they are. In the second VIP match, the VIP match was MM3, The Process, the Jedi Master of Joint Manipulation versus the Natural Sam Beal. That's a VIP match. MM3 versus Sam Beal, one-on-one action. And in the end, it was The Process that got the win over the reoccurring Impact superstar, Sam Beal.
Well, I mean, and so Rhino, this is his promotion, basically. Rhino, right?
Yep.
So listen to this. The first match on the card, the very first match, Trey Miguel against Ace Austin, who we've seen both these gentlemen. We've seen Ace Austin. I've seen Ace Austin a couple times. I've seen him live in Impact. I've twice, and then I've seen him in a couple indie matches. And then Trey Miguel I've seen a bunch of times now too. But Trey Miguel gets the W over one Ace Austin.
In the third match of the night, the DBA took on the mysterious Movado. So you got the Godfather against the alien from Planet Detroit, and DBA to beat the mysterious Movado.
You know, I would really like to see what Planet Detroit looks like. Like, I would like to go on a trip to Planet Detroit and, like, just walk around a little bit.
I feel like there are parts of Planet Detroit where you got to, like, keep the door locked, and then there are parts when people walk around and go, oh, wow, this is real nice.
Okay, I'll go with that. And then my personal homeboy, the Dread King Logan, reigned supreme. He reigned supreme, defeating Ben Boone. Ben Boone.
That wasn't good enough for the Dread King Logan, because he's the Dread King Logan. So Dread King Logan beats Ben Boone, and he demands more. He needs more. So he ends up facing Connor from the Ascension.
Who?
Holy crap.
I know Dread King Logan, but who's this other guy?
Connor from the Ascension.
Oh, okay.
Star.
All right. That guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connor did end up beating the Dread King Logan. Dread King Logan, in a direct quote from the Dread King Logan, though, he says, I asked for more. I wanted more. I demanded someone else to fight. Connor answered my demands, and I was fucking excited. Battle, war, destruction. It's my calling. I love the fact that even if the Dread King Logan doesn't win, he's excited for a good fight.
But did he really lose?
That's why I didn't say lost. He just didn't win.
Okay. And then the fifth match, throw it up, throw it down. Chin Strap Jesus defeats one Brian Castle. I do not know this gentleman. However, we need to do some research and figure out who he is. Now, I know who Chin Strap Jesus is.
I was going to say, he dresses up like a mall drink cup.
What? A mall drink cup?
Yeah. All right. Picture
Explain.
The mid-90s, you go to Birchwood Mall, you go to the food court, and you get a generic cup. Tell me that's not the exact outfit that Chin Strap Jesus wears.
Interesting thought process.
And for the record, Dre Jacobs agrees with me.
Does he really?
Planet Detroit would just be Detroit, but bigger. So,
okay, all right.
Parts of it, you got to keep the
I
doors
thought he
open.
was agreeing with you about Chin Strap Jesus' attire and the 90s drink cup.
Well, I mean, there's a delay between us and them, so
Right.
he's probably still laughing at my clever joke right now.
Okay.
In the main event, Violent by Design was in a battle of the factions against DTA. Holy crap, this is why we need to go to IWR. I just need to take a Friday off and go. Violent by Design faced off and defeated the Death Threat Army.
Man.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah, for sure. Then on Friday, so we had Thursday, we had an event. Now here we are Friday, right? So Friday the 16th, not the 13th. Ooh. Anyways, Horror Slam and Divine. So we have the return of Divine, which is their women's division, right? Okay, so
yes.
Divine presented this as Horror Slam 2. And in the first match of the night, we have Rick Cartier with a win over one of Josh's really favorite wrestlers right now. And I wouldn't say he's your favorite, but he's definitely one of your guys that you're cheering for right now, Solo.
See, I can never tell if you mean like favorite, like, oh man, I really like this guy, or favorite, like, oh hey, it's Sam Beal.
No, it's your real favorite. Like you really liked it. Like you're really cheering this guy. It's not like when I say Atlas Hightower is your first favorite wrestler ever, that's a joke, and it's me kind of poking at you, right? Who's your second? What did I say? Jason Page?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jason Page is your second most favorite.
Now, just because in the comments they're talking, when I say I've got to take Friday off, I mean so that way I can mess around on Thursday and not have to worry about getting up on Friday.
Oh, right.
I know my days of the week. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You should have asked me that Tuesday because I thought Tuesday was Monday. Because I had Monday off.
Right.
So, and I was out of my circadian rhythm, so.
You're a bug?
No, you have a circadian rhythm? You never heard of that?
Yeah, I know.
All right, motherfucker.
In what might have been his toughest match to date, Brutus Atwell faced off against the Carver.
Ooh,
I got to see parts of this match, and it was brutal. Brutus Atwell ended up heading back to the swamp empty-handed. Now, that was an amazing match.
Did you watch it?
It was good. You want it?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you go to Horror Slam?
No, I did not. It was on Facebook Live.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for, letting everybody know how you watched it because I didn't get to see it yet. But just with that said, though, you say you put Brutus Atwell in the match with the Carver, right? And that speaks volumes, even though he may not have came out with the W, that speaks volumes to that young man's worth ethic and what he's doing. Because all I hear are very, very positive things about that gentleman. So, kudos to you. Don't let it get to your head. And hopefully we see you way up the line later on down the road, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll see him on AEW Dark and then eventually get signed or in NWA or wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So then we have a third match, right? And challenging for the Horror Slam Heavyweight Championship against Chuck Stein and new Horror Slam Heavyweight Champion, Tommy Vendetta.
In tag team action, War Inc. does what War Inc. does first, and they get another win in the column by defeating Gen Z and Theo Storm. They're War Inc., okay? Like, they don't play at it. They've got their business license. They've hired people. They have a 401k and a retirement package all rolled in to War. It's what they do. Of course they got the win.
Anyway, in a match everyone was excited to see. Why does it say the progress?
This is the process. You're just not good at reading.
No, it says the progress. Who wrote this shit? It says The Progress. Good thing I'm just going to call it out, right? But so it's The Process, MM3. Dan's fired again. He's not even here, and I'm firing his ass.
Super fired.
But anyways, The Process, MM3 gets a win over Epi.
Now, when I say hacks, this is what I'm talking about. Cheaters all around. Cheat. In a three-way dance, Jeremiah Goldman took on Alex Van Zant and Juniper, and he retained his Divine Championship. That's right. Jeremiah Goldman beat two people to hold on to his Divine Championship.
Yeah, but what happened next?
Last year.
What happened next?
Then Jody Threat challenges Goldman. Jody Threat, after an excruciating battle, I've gotten to see clips of this fight. After
what happened?
Excruciating battle that Jeremiah Goldman had with AVZ and Juniper, Jody Threat comes in and beats Jeremiah Goldman for his Divine Championship. And then Hannah Henderson comes out. Jody Threat beats Hannah Henderson to retain. So at the end of the night, we have Jody Threat as the new Divine Women's Champion.
And no longer your sponsor, Jeremiah Goldman.
Why is he
Now, what's that?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Why is he no longer my sponsor?
I said, well, and he's no longer the champ.
Right.
Maybe I misspoke. I apologize. I have been drinking. Anyways, in a match of strength versus finesse, that's right. The future Jason Page, Josh's second most favorite wrestler in the entire fucking world. He'll tell you all about it. That's correct. He beat what? What? He beat Zach Thomas. What? I almost believe that. Like almost.
You know that was a good match.
Hopefully Zach Thomas punched him right in his fucking teeth.
Wham!
Right, exactly.
Cool. In some more tag team action, Detroit Punk took on Isaiah Moore and Kyler Coleman. Detroit Punk ended up going home with the win.
Josh, you know how to bring people together, apparently.
Together.
Oh, that's great.
Hopefully, they focus more on the bonding and less about breaking my bones.
Well, I don't know. I think Dread King has got like an entire plan on how he's going to take care of you.
I don't like both of them together. I can't.
Well, I want. Okay. So now, but hey, I think Dre likes you though, so there you might have that in your advantage.
I just got to keep like coming out with ice cream. It's what keeps me safe.
Yeah, there's that. So now we're gonna move on, right? We're moving on to the next show. Which was also, so this was Friday, right? So then we got another one on Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So here we go on Saturday. It was the 17th. AWE brought the fans of Coldwater, Michigan, hardcore hoedown. Now, how do you have a hardcore hoedown? Is it like a fucking heavy metal hoedown? Like, is it like we jam some fucking Slayer and get some hoes and throw them down, or are we,
I was picturing people getting beat with like tractor equipment.
Are you okay?
I'm thinking country. It has to happen in a barn.
You know what's funnier? You know what's funny about that? You're more country than anybody on this show.
I mean, that's a pretty low bar. You guys are pretty city. Like,
you're country though.
Oh yeah.
All right, so if you're driving down the road in your car and nobody's in the car, are you picking the rock station or the country station?
Probably country.
Why?
But because I like country. But realistically, it's probably on like turn of the century pop.
What in the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
I don't know. Anyways.
If you're telling me right now, if no one was around.
Yeah, and you're driving and you're
playing, you're not going to sing along.
To what?
In sync.
Fuck no.
If Bye 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 started playing.
I'm hitting move to the next. You know, Johnny Cash, come on, maybe.
I'm going to record it. I'm going to play Bye 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 in the car one of these times when you're not paying attention. I'm going to watch you start singing along. It's going to be there.
It ain't happening. I'd have to be fucking wasted. It would have to be after about 2 buckets of beer at XI. 2 buckets of beer and a big fat hog leg, and guarantee I'd probably sing to it. But if I'm sober as a jaybird, it ain't happening.
Sober as a jaybird, I'm going to pause it and get the solo of you trying to sing Justin Timberlake. It's going to happen.
Ah, yeah, right. Anyways, moving on. So we have the results here. And in the first matchup, another gentleman we just spoke about, Brutus Atwell versus the American Eagle. Never heard of that gentleman, and we might have to do some research. But Brutus takes the win. So he doesn't come up empty-handed through the whole week, the weekend. He does get a W on Saturday against the American Eagle.
I love me some tag team action. So, matter of fact, we're trying to come up with a tag team in the chat. But Isaiah Moore and Mackenzie Black took on the Strong Boys. That's Rick Cartier and Jacob Braun. Isaiah Braun and Mackenzie were able to take out the win over the Strong Boys. Good job for you guys.
Trey says a hoedown is when his ex falls down the stairs. Dude, I seen that. That's hilarious. I love that. All right, where are we at? Strong Boys? Okay, so next we got Solo. Who is, pretty electrifying. I wouldn't say electrifying. That's gimmick infringement. He's pretty exciting to watch. Got a lot of high maneuvers, really fast. Pretty damn good. Against Forever Young. Okay, another young cat. I don't know a lot about him that much. I know he's a YouTube sensation. He's got more subscribers than we do. I can tell you that right now. Maybe we need to interview him and then plug his channel on our shit, and then he plugs our channel on his shit, and maybe we'll get more subscribers that way because he's the YouTube sensation.
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting so much closer to that 1,000 mark.
So much closer. I just checked, we were at 907.
Hell yeah.
So, we got, 93 more to go? Woo woo. So, there's that. But anyways, yeah, so Solo gets the W over Forever Young. Josh is typing his little fingers away.
In a match for the AWE heavyweight title, Boozy pins both Kip Rude and Josh Moore to retain the belt. Hell yeah, that's how you retain a belt.
Absolutely. So then I think this guy's like your 4th or 5th favorite. Tanner Nix versus one Jarris Gray in a lumberjack match. Ooh, ouch. Those of you who may not be familiar with wrestling and maybe you're just watching this because you're a friend or something along them lines, a lumberjack match typically means that the entire roster comes out and circles the ring, and anytime that person or persons get out of the ring, they forcibly put them back in the ring. So they could possibly get an elbow, a knee, or anything from outside and then be thrown back into the ring for said match. But yeah, so Tanner gets the win over Jarris Gray, dude.
Wow. In a hardcore tag team match, hardcore legend Madman Pondo teamed up with Dollar to take on Rod Street and Mike Honcho and you ended up getting, of course, Madman Pondo and Dollar get a pin. They get the win because he's the Madman.
He's Pondo.
He's Pondo.
And he carries a fucking bat with a goddamn saw blade, dude.
If you're my wrestling pick for a zombie apocalypse, you're gonna win the match.
Right. So then we have the main event, right? The main event, the end of the night. It's the tag team table match. Yikes. We got a tag team table match featuring former Impact superstar Congo Kong in nobody. He was supposed to have teammates, but he had nobody.
When you're Congo Kong, your teammate is your left and your right fist.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that.
That's a handicap match.
But he pinned the team of what's called the Entitled, which is Josh's 6th favorite wrestler in the entire world, Kyler Coleman. We're at 6. We're at 6 now, right? Kyler Coleman. And he fucking hates me. He fucking hates me, dude. And I haven't even done shit to this dude. Fuck you, Cody, every time he sees me.
Me and Danny boo the hell out of him. I love it.
Right. Well, you guys got him to hate me now, too, you dick. Anyways, and Nelson Edwin Robert Doolittle. Nerd.
Yeah, champ.
Nerd. So Congo Kong pins both of them and wins.
Also on Saturday, July 17th, man, last weekend was a full weekend.
Amen.
But Capital Pro Wrestling returned to the Fledge in Lansing with the Great Lakes Professional Showcase. The first match of this event was Jack Verville taking on Danny Astro, and Jack Verville won, not by pinfall, but by submission. There's something special about making your opponent tap out.
True. Nick Zero takes the win over LaDon Sanders in the second matchup of the night. And I believe LaDon's the dude with the big hair, isn't he?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I like his fucking hair, bro. That's badass.
Reminds me a lot of Keith Sweat.
How dare you?
I said reminds me of.
You should
and
be.
Specifically, Keith.
You know what? You need a flaming elbow and then you need to be stabbed. All right. Moving on.
The man from Planet Detroit, the mysterious Movado, took on and defeated Dylan Derringer.
So, wait, hold on, Dre. So, Dre's asking, where does he rank in your favorites? So, there's 2 lists. There's Josh's list, and there's our Josh's, like the list that we made for Josh. Like, so, Josh's first favorite wrestler of all time, like he would drink this dude's bathwater. Atlas Hightower.
Wow.
Now, there's a story behind this, right? So Josh despises Atlas Hightower. He boos him every chance he gets.
Every chance I get.
Right. All because he gave him a movie spoiler. Right? Was it which one?
It was for not Infinity War. Now, mind you, I saw Infinity War already. I just didn't like the fact that he spoiled it for other people.
So wait a minute. Back the fucking train up here a second. So you already had seen it,
Yep,
and now
Thursday night, Friday morning, he put a spoiler on Facebook.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You fucking.
Hey, I hold my grudges. Okay.
Apparently, I mean, geez, oh Pete. Anyways,
and I won't say where Dre Jacobs is. I will say Dre Jacobs is solidly in my top 10
of your actual favorites.
Of my actual favorites in the entire of any.
Yeah, so there's 2 lists. And there's the guys he boos, but we say he likes them to fucking poke at him.
Yep.
And sometimes he gets a twitch, sometimes.
Just a little bit.
Right, I don't know who makes you more upset now, Jason Page or Atlas Hightower.
Actually, the one that got me recently was Sam Beal.
Ooh, do tell.
There's a guy that I work with, and I keep telling him, dude, you've got to go to the indie shows. They're fantastic. They're great. And he's like, oh, well, I just spent $150 to go see a WWE show. I'm like, why don't you go to the indie shows? $15. You see these guys. You get to cheer these guys, interact with these guys, spend $5 for an autograph instead of waiting in line for an hour and a half and spending $50. Support these guys on the way up. Say that you got to see someone. So I'm always sitting there like, oh, dude, the Suplex Shogun. I got to see the Suplex Shogun. Oh, Jason Hutch. I got to see Jason Hutch. And for some reason, the name Sam Beal came out of my mouth. And he went, oh, you got to see Sam Beal? I was like, all the names that I have said. And Sam Beal is the one that makes you go, oh, maybe I should go to indie shows.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's got some really nice fucking hair.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why you give him shit, It's because you don't have hair. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, next up we have, where are we at here? I feel like I missed something.
Tag team competition.
All right. And in tag team competition, George Mack and Josh is one of Josh's favorite wrestlers. El Ridiculoso defeats Team Honey Badger of Conrad Lukes and Derek Williams via disqualification. I'm not a big fan of DQs, damn it.
Why not?
Because I'm just not. I want to watch some goddamn wrestling.
Hey, you got to win how you win, okay? Ric Flair did a lot of wrestling, won a lot by DQ.
Did you just say Shogun is 2?
Yeah.
Who's 1?
You don't know who my number 1 is?
I thought it was Shogun.
No, Shogun's 2. The
Justin
entire
Maine?
reason that I do indie wrestling. Keith Sweat, Cyrus Satine, the
Oh. Yeah, but that you said on a different show before that Shogun was your first.
That's what he was at the time. I said he was my number 1 in Michigan, but that's when Mark was down in Florida.
Okay. All right, I'll go with that.
Match number 5, Joseph Norton. Jason Blason, Joseph Norton. What? I have no clue. Match number 5, I have no clue.
Joseph Norton was Jason Blason. Joseph Norton came out the better man on it. Who wrote this shit?
I believe Joseph Norton took on and defeated Jason Blason, which honestly sounds like a match that Dr. Seuss came up with.
How many match 5s were there? Because there was another match 5 underneath that. Damn it, Daddy, you're fired. So, and then in the second 5th match, according to Dan, in the second 5th match, Keith Cream, who I haven't seen in a while, Keith Cream gets the win over the Red Rocket. Red Rocket, ain't seen that name in a while either.
I'm sorry. See, I'm trying to interact with our fans in the chat. Back to tag team action. War Inc., specifically Dre Jacobs and Billy Ray Daniels, took on Felix Morrow and Kenny Steele. And I mean, when it comes down to it, like I said, if you register for a business license, if you're paying out a 401k, you do War Inc. wins.
I wonder how much do they contribute to your to the 401k? It's like my employer, like I think they match 100% for the first 3%, and then it goes down after that for the next few percent, but whatever.
I believe for every match that you win, you get 2 20-ounce cans of oil.
Of oil?
Dude, it's the wasteland. What do you want? Money in the wasteland? You need oil. Did you not see Mad Max?
Okay.
Waterworld, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. Shit. And in the main event, CJ Otgen defeats Josh Raymond to win the Great Lakes Television title. Woo.
So,
let's
talk about Sunday.
I don't have another beer, dude.
Rounding out the weekend on Sunday. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, we all knew, of course, that Sunday was XICW Proving Ground episode.
Whoop, whoop.
But on Friday, it was announced not only is it episode 1, it will also be the last the last XICW show at the Hot Rocks. In fact, it was the last thing, period, at the Hot Rocks. So that was Sunday, July 18th, the end of an era. It could have been a somber day. That's not how XICW works, though. XICW put on the last show. They tore the place down. In some cases, literally tearing it apart.
Some
Holy
people
crap.
were trying to tear down the building.
Right? It's the last show ever at the Hot Rocks. We got Tommy Vendetta. We got Orlando Christopher. Tommy Vendetta and Orlando Christopher Tommy Vendetta took home the win in that match.
So listen to this one, right? So we have a fatal four-way. We got the Soul Taker, we have Billy Ray Daniels, Justin Dream, and El Ridiculoso. So 3 more Inc. members versus the Soul Taker, basically. And somehow, the Soul Taker gets the win. And he pins El Ridiculoso. And he followed the rules.
He did. Of course, after this, the Soul Taker's druid was chanted out of the ring by you got what I need.
Would you say he's just a friend? Would you say he's just a friend? Baby, you got what I need. Oh, sorry.
And then Brutus Atwell came out of the swamp and he took on Solo. Holy crap, Solo put on one hell of a performance, but Brutus Atwell ultimately came out with the win.
Slam all men.
Slam every single man.
Slam everything. He's equal opportunist. Everybody gets slammed. Your grandma gets slammed. Your mama gets slammed. Your girlfriend gets slammed. Everybody gets slammed.
Fluffy gets slammed.
Who?
Fluffy, your dog.
Oh. I like it. But so in proving ground competition, right? So we have the wrestling with a vet, right? Where the vets and the rookies partner together to create a team. And at the end, there can only be one team, right? So we're in season 1. That means we're going to lose a team. By the end of the night, we're going to tell you who was out of there, right? So we have the first team with the vet, Mongo, and his rookie, Jarris Gray, defeating the vet. And last season's winner, along with his rookie, Adam fucking Wick, Alex Weir, and this year's rookie, Jimmy Gray. So you got the Gray brothers taking on each other teams. Now they're in different teams for a competition. Damn it.
Now, what were their names?
The Werewolves?
And
I forget what they...
the Untamed.
Oh, the Untamed.
Well,
that's why I got you around here.
What?
That's why I got you around here, so you can remember this shit.
I love tag team names, and Werewolves is fantastic.
There's an inside joke to that, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, I'm always cool with inside jokes. I just like werewolf. Werewolves in London. Continuing the proving ground action, the family team of the vet MM3 took on, with his rookie RC3, took on Dre Jacobs and John Tay Keith. All right. A lot of this show is me eating crow. So last show, I said that hands down, the Grays were going to have the best match. And then the match of these four tore the freaking building apart. Dre and Tay facing off against the tag team of Three is Company was an absolutely amazing match.
Yeah.
But at the end of the match, Three is Company ended up taking home the win. And I was reminded that I'm old.
Why?
Because as soon as they said it's Three is Company, I went, come and knock on our door.
That's great.
Waiting for you.
Okay. Now, I want to just put this out there.
And his.
I've seen 3 of the 4 of these people wrestle before this night. The 4th was John Tay Keith. I've seen film, I've seen tape, but You
Right.
know how it is. It's not the same unless it's live. You can see this guy do hopsocky shit all over, run up a fucking wall. It's cool, right? It's cool. But until you see it live, you don't experience it, right?
Right.
John Tay fucking Keith, dude. He's been in the business for a long time. Like 7-8 years? You know, I mean, it's not a long time, but he's been in the business for a while, and he's never wrestled in XICW before. This is not his very first time, because he wrestled a couple times now, but this is his first run in the company, right? I put a Facebook post out there, and my fucking God, dude, am I impressed, right? Because this dude, and I'm going to say it just right, this motherfucker went in the ring, okay? Now, they say he separated his shoulder during this match, okay? He fucked his shit up, and he kept going, right? And he's going to keep going because they went on, right? And not only was I impressed with his maneuvers and the moves that he pulled off, but I was also impressed with the way that he got the crowd interacting with with it as well during the match. I was also impressed at how good. Let's all bullshit aside, right? Yes, there's a winner and yes, there's a loser, but it's a cohesive thing going on here to make everybody look good, right?
Right.
John Tay Keith made everybody look good.
Everyone in that match.
And I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to take away from anybody's mojo or their talent, because everybody in this match was talented. But I've seen these guys countless times now. I've never seen John Tay Keith. And why in the fuck this guy has not got more looks or more people talking about him or more bookings? I don't fucking know the story there, but I think it's about goddamn time we find out, don't you?
At this point, I've been doing stuff on Rasslin Rage with you for over 2 years now. We've been doing MIW for a year and a half, and at this point, it's kind of like, I mean, if you've been wrestling for a while, why haven't I heard of you? And I'm actually upset at the fact that John Tay Keith has been wrestling this long, and I didn't hear about him until XICW. Seriously, I know there are some wrestlers that are in the comments. I know some people watch it later. There are fans that see the promotions that I don't get to see. Tag me and shit. Please, I'm begging you. Let me know of people that I don't know about. I would love to get eyes on people that I don't normally see so I can start being excited to see them when I see them. Please let me know about stuff. Share stuff in the MIW page. Send it to me personally. I don't care. I'd love to see people that I don't see.
Yeah. Yeah. And, they make mention about that ref sucks. And there was a whole thing where that John Tay Keith's shoulder went up and they still counted 3. And the people were pissed. And I was one of those people. That was bullshit. And DBA grabbed the fucking mic. He says, "No, that's bullshit. Get back out here and finish this match the right way." You know what I mean? And they did.
Amazing.
And they did. But, yeah, good stuff there. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Oh, it's my go. Oh, I talk too much. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So then it was time for the eliminations, right? So we went to a break. Everybody got their autographs and shit like that, and then we come back and we learn who's going to move on and who's being eliminated. Now, this is voted on, or not voted on. There's a score sheet. I'd really like to get my hands on one of these score sheets so we can really evaluate this one night, right? Maybe we do our own evaluation one night and see who we think moves on compared to who they think moves on. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool, right?
You know better than DBA and Huck?
I'm not saying we know better. I'm just saying just a difference in opinion. That's all, right, from a fan perspective compared to somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing, right? So, anyways, this is scored. The fan reaction, and just the way that they get the fans interacting. There's a bunch of different stuff they score on, and then based upon this score, the high people stay and the low goes, right? The lowest on the score sheet says time to go home. And unfortunately, like every competition, there has to be somebody that goes home eventually, right? So in this, we learned that Mongo and Jarris will not be moving on to the second round. So the rest of the teams are moving on to episode 2, which we're kind of don't know where that's going to be yet. But I'm hoping that they're working on it. I'm confident that they're working on it and that we will be hearing some information very, very soon regarding where Proving Ground Season 8 will resume.
In match number 7, we had Kyler Coleman taking on Zach Thomas. Now, I'm going to say this. I thought this match was going to be 4 seconds long. I thought that Zach Thomas was just going to fold Kyler Coleman like a chair, and he did not. Kyler Coleman put on a freaking fight. Kyler Coleman came out and was ready to do everything that he needed to do. He almost kind of got a pin.
Almost.
But almost isn't good enough. Zach Thomas did end up getting the win, but I'll tell you what, Kyler Coleman did an amazing performance.
Absolutely. Now, I got to say this, though. He was being carried out, and as he's being carried out, he looks over me, flips me the bird, and tells me to fuck off. Fuck off, Cody. I'm like, what? I can't help that you went against Zach Thomas. That's not my fault. You should talk to the booker. That's not my fault. I didn't book the shit, right? All I did was cheer for the guy I like. That's my job as a fan, right? I'm supposed to boo the people I don't like and cheer for the people I do. That's what I did. You can't hate the player, hate the motherfucking game, dog. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, next up we have everybody's favorite karate bad boy and the leader, the sensei, the man, the dog, the pimp daddy. That's right. L.J. Lawrence faced off against Adam fucking Wick. And in rare fashion, Adam Wick takes the loss as L.J. proves once again why he is the sensei. Oh.
Now, it's true that L.J. walked away the winner, but leading rocks for the last time, we still have the champion, Adam fucking Wick.
Adam fucking Wick.
Now,
Adam fucking Wick. Adam fucking. Why don't people get that chant? It's not that fucking hard, right?
I mean,
but
if we can do it that late in the show, anyone should be able to do it.
I don't understand.
Like I said, I ate a lot of crow during this show.
You sure
And
did. You almost got a Peter smack.
So I started the hashtag has not, cannot, will not. Tommy Vendetta came out and holy crap, this match. First off, Tommy Vendetta versus Dre Jacobs, it was not their first matches of the night. Like we said, you had Dre and Tay having an amazing wrestling with a vet match. You had Tommy Vendetta taking on Orlando Christopher, and Tommy Vendetta took home the win, which was his first defense of his belt that night. So it was not a fresh Tommy Vendetta. It was not a fresh Dre Jacobs, but it was a Dre Jacobs that came out to fight. It was a Tommy Vendetta that came out to defend his championship. And the War Boy was not able to pin Tommy Vendetta. Tommy Vendetta got a pin on Dre Jacobs.
So let me ask you this, because I remember once upon a time at a Blue Water show,
Okay.
that you created, you brought these pieces of paper that said that if Cyrus Satine, at the time that's what he was going by, did not win against weaponized Alex Weir, hold on, for the Rising Star, was it the Rising Star Championship, right? We were going to riot. That's what it said, right?
If Alex wins, we riot.
Right, okay. So I heard through the grapevine that there was a last minute choice in this match and kind of was influenced by your signs that were throughout the venue. What if, hold on a minute, what if XICW management at some point said, fuck that guy? And it was you that they were saying, fuck that guy. And because of you, Dre Jacobs loses his title or doesn't get his title back. Because of you. What if? What if it was your fault? What if?
No. Tommy Vendetta is an amazing wrestler. And as Dre Jacobs said in the chat, the War Boy didn't show. The man had to show. Dre Jacobs put on an amazing performance.
True.
Tommy Vendetta was just a little bit better that night.
So you're on record with that? Because now you get to... I love it. Thank you. Anyways, moving on.
I said that night for the record, but continue.
I'm going to smash that cup. Anyway, so then it was the fun-loving criminals, right? And not only was it the fun-loving, it was like the whole crew, right? The Truth Martini come back, right? There was just Darren McCarty was there. Eddie Venom was there. Jamie Cox was there. DBA was there, right? So all this stuff goes down, and they get the win over Sean Tyler and Kevin Calloway of The Purge. And afterwards, that fucking ref, mind you, D-Mac comes up to me and says, I'm going to get that ref for you. And he goes in there at the end of the match, and he kicks the ref, and he gives him a freaking cutter. And I loved it. Every minute of it. I was laughing so hard, I cried.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention about Alex Weir doing the hip thrusts in your face. That was pretty sweet.
What you're talking about, every member of DTA was more than cordial, and certainly no one held any kind of a grudge against me. There's definitely not video on Facebook of Alex Weir humping the air around my head. Definitely no video of that, because it's all about sportsmanship.
Right. That's what it is. Sportsmanship.
Yeah. Now, in the main event, apparently I just hit puberty. In the main event of the last show at the Hot Rocks, it was for the Proving Ground Championship. It was the Creator, the Destroyer, the Dread King Logan walking in as the champion, taking on the Creator, the Destroyer of XICW, the most dangerous man in Michigan, the DBA. This match started outside.
We thought it was going to start inside, and then DBA says, oh, it's a street fight. Let's go outside.
Yep. This match went onto the roof. This match came off of the roof. DBA cut Dread King open with scissors. They came inside. They ripped the backsplash off the wall and broke mirrors over each other. They kicked over tables. They smashed buckets.
They took my buckets of beer, which that was empty, and beat each other with it. Spilt water all over the place.
Out of each other.
Stapled money to each other.
Oh, man.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with people nowadays? So I was asked the question, is it different? Do I get stressed out during the match? that match specifically because I am actual friends with the Dread King. Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is I get really stressed out. I care more. Does that make sense? Same goes for Alex because I know Alex so well.
The most stressed I've ever been watching a wrestling match would have when they had the show at McMorran, and I believe at the time he was going under Cyrus, jumped off the ladder onto Eddie, and did not land correctly.
No, the ladder went out from underneath him, and instead of jumping, he went straight down.
It's super going to shows enough when you get to start knowing the wrestlers as people.
Yeah.
It adds a whole different level onto it on top of, man, this is an amazing match. But you're like, oh, man, you just did that awesome thing.
Right.
Please don't be dead.
So we got a new title holder, too. So boo to that. And I love the DBA. I think he's an illegitimate dad, maybe. But the thing is, it's the Dread King. He's my homeboy. So, I would much rather the belt be on my homeboy, right? But maybe this isn't the last time that these two go against each other.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe.
DBA is not the kind of person that's going to not defend his belt every freaking time he gets a chance to defend his belt.
Got a lot of them now. Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the events coming up this weekend. Also, I'm just going to give a reminder that XICW has another show coming out. So
not this weekend, next weekend.
Right, next weekend for sure. So, sure. So we have Friday, July 23rd, Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit presents All-Starcade from the Play Atlantis in Melvindale. The address for this event is 19400 Allen Road. The doors for this event open at 6:30 p.m. with a bell time of 7. Admission as adult $12, kids 12 and under are only $5. Now, I will tell you this, they always have an early bird pre-show match, so you might want to get there when the doors open. Matches we know of for this event is, oh man, these people are crazy. So we're starting out the day in a crazy match. We're just going to call it the crazy match because it's a dog collar match between old school Rick Cartier and AVZ, who just happens to be the Indie Idol winner.
Oh, dog collar matches. In the main event in Pro Wrestling All-Stars, we're going to get the Heavyweight Championship match in a fatal 4-way. We have LJ Lawrence, Brutus Atwell, Soul Taker, and Atlas Hightower. That's going to be a good main event.
Your first favorite wrestler. Man, it's going to be amazing. So, next we have on Saturday, July 24th, Independence Pro Wrestling comes to the USS LST 393. I don't think this has ever been done in this state. I could be wrong, but this is going to be held on an actual ship, like a USS naval ship. If we lived on the west side of the state, I would be going to this. All right, for sure. But, so, it's in Muskegon. All right, in Muskegon with War on the Shore. I wish we had sound effects, so that's what I'd like. Pew, pew, but yeah, the show may be delayed until Sunday if rainfall occurs. So please keep in mind that if there is rain, this may get pushed off till Sunday because they really want to have this show, obviously.
We will share information as soon as we know about information. So make sure you join the group in order to stay up to date with everything we have.
Absolutely.
The Fate of 8 Grand Prix tournament winner and new interim IPW champion, Josh Raymond, will defend his intern IPW championship against Michiana champion Aaron O'Ryan in a ladder match with both championships on the line.
Oh,
Ladder match, 2 championships on the line, on a battleship. A 12-year-old made this up as a fantasy match, and it's actually happening.
Like, they actually took their aircraft carrier, G.I. Joe character, you know, that big bastard, and then put a WWE ring on it.
Right.
And actually had a match, right?
Aaron O'Ryan and Josh Raymond. And
Yeah.
then someone said, hey, I'm going to make that actually happen.
Yeah. That's it. Solo gets an opportunity at revenge as he takes on the monster, Ray Torres, following the unprovoked attack at Road to Glory.
Terry Von Avery will have the opportunity to fight for release from his contractual obligations with Jeremiah Goldman as Terry Von Avery takes on the Scourge of the Swamp, Brutus Atwell. Why would you want to be released from contractual obligations? Jeremiah Goldman only sponsors greatness.
You know, I can't tell you, brother. Also in action, Xavier Walker, Ren Jones, Adam fucking Wick, and Derek Wolf, which, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, Derek Wolf only exclusively works for IPW. I could be wrong. But this guy is a hell of a promo cutter, dude. I'm telling you, man, if you like promos, Derek Wolf's one of those dudes. For real. I'm a promo guy. I love promos. And fucking if you're a fucking wrestler and you're not cutting promos, shame on you. Because there is nothing more that pulls me into a match or wanting to go to a show than promos. And to see the back and forth, right, between a match with some guys.
Especially when it's like promo and then the other guy responds. And
Right.
And it's still
Exactly.
the show, and I'm sitting there like,
Yeah, I want to see this match. Oh, yeah. I need a ticket. You know?
yep.
Well, I don't know. Start cutting fucking promos, motherfuckers. All right, anyways.
So like we said, we've got wrestling to the east, to the west, to the north, south, and to the north.
To the
On
east,
Saturday, July 24th,
to the
and
west.
Mr.
the
Chainsaw
north.
Pro Wrestling presents Brand Shake, you're old. That is going to be at the Coliseum in Kalkaska. You realize how long ago that song came out?
What?
Oh, we both know what you were singing in your head, but
Wasn't singing anything. Oh, that song?
Okay.
This one to the south to that one?
Oh, no, I was going from the window.
Oh, yeah.
To the wall.
Yeah, that one. Oh, moving on. Tickets on sale for mcpwmerch.com. So Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling Championship 4-way. We have the champion, somebody who's that guy. You know, he's got some belts, right? He's got some belts. Tommy Vendetta defends against the challengers, Christopher Saint, Jack Verville, and Jamal King. I got $20 for you if you get his shoes. And you can keep them. I just want to see you steal them.
Just want to see his shoes get stolen again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of stealing Jamal King's shoes, Impact superstar Trey Miguel was originally scheduled to be there, but cannot be there. So instead, Rohit Raju will be taking on Alex Weir.
That should be a really good match. I'm excited. That's cool. I'll get to watch that on IWTV at some point. So then we have two Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling debuts. One with Jocelyn Navarro. Navarro versus the Wild Child, Jody Threat. So both of these two ladies are making their debut, and they're going to have a match against each other. So that's pretty sweet, eh?
Oh, and I love debuts because everyone comes out swinging.
So wait.
We're also going to get the Black Diamond. Jack Price will be taking on All's Balls, Kevin Gizza.
That's a pretty cool nickname.
All Balls.
Could you... all balls. Dude, it works. So, and then in a single match, BS, is it Bastard or BSTRD?
Bastard Cassidy.
Bastard Cassidy versus Eli Shelton. I think he retired the Golden Pants. I think he retired them. With Jeremiah Goldmain and Conrad Lukes. Why would you get rid of the golden pants if you're coming out with Jeremiah Goldmain?
Can you imagine how heavy gold pants are?
He takes them off.
Oh, so you just want to see him take his pants off, Cody? This is not that kind of show.
Oh, I just want him to wear the gold pants, fucker.
The Purge will be taking on the Dirty Orphan Gang.
Oh,
so that's
damn.
John Tyler and Kevin Calloway of the Purge versus Mitch Hewitt and the Dread King Logan.
Yikes. Damn. And also, we will see Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling President Mikey Zero, Jimmy the Hype Shalwin, Max Morrison, and Uncle Chase Burnett.
From the RK Incorporated on Saturday night, Metro Pro Wrestling presents Red, White, and Bruised. That is 15221 Eureka in Southgate, Michigan. This event has a 7:30 bell time. Matches for the card of this show that we know of are Travis Titan versus Jason Page for the MPW Heritage Belt.
Both of these guys have been on AEW Dark recently. Both. Then we have, oh no, a mystery opponent?
It can be anyone. It can be
Excuse me.
Moloch.
We have Moloch taking on a mystery opponent. Yikes. Better be careful. I wouldn't want to be the person, like if they put names in bags, right, in a bag and then had to draw a motherfucker out, I definitely would not want to be the guy that gets the name drawn.
Right.
No, not happening. Not today.
Now, at the last MPW show, we saw Tanner Nix try to use, no, he did use Nunchaku against Hannah Henderson. So at this show, we get Hannah Henderson taking on Tanner Nix, and I personally hope that the entirety of the Cobra Kai lays a smackdown on him.
That's your sixth favorite wrestler.
Hannah Henderson?
Tanner Nix is your sixth favorite.
At max, he's 5.5.
I don't even remember who your fifth is. So, anyways, then we have Gracefully Chosen, right, who are members of Armageddon, versus Soul Taker and Noken. Should be a great match.
LJ Lawrence, the leader of the Cobra Kai and karate's baddest bad boy, will be taking on Amazing Nate. Yes!
Nice. Then we have Alex Van Zant versus the guy that makes Josh so jealous,
So jealous.
Lamario Star.
He's just like, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Hagen will be taking on Solomon Stone.
Then we have the Kenny Urban in action. Will be in action, and Electric Ely has an open challenge for the New Breed Championship.
Wow.
Interesting. So we're going to get to see a cross promotion match, probably, huh?
There we go.
Interesting shit.
Last but not least, on Saturday 24th, Championship International Wrestling is having a Phil Monahan COVID-19 benefit from 13380 Waldron Road in Waldron, Michigan. That's 13380 Waldron Road in Waldron, Michigan, at the Waldron Area Schools. So that's Waldron Road, Waldron, Michigan, Waldron School. Doors will be opening at 6 p.m. Tickets are $8 at the door. In attendance will be Congo Kong, the Bombshells with the Modfather, Thunder Kitty, Mr. One Night Only, JP Ono, Malice, the Waldron's own Bam Bam Monahan, and more. How can you have more? Holy crap.
Right. So we're just going to go over this right here, and then we're done for right here. So ending the weekend is on Sunday, the 25th, from the Token Lounge in Westland, Michigan. New Breed Productions brings United We Stand. The address for this event is 28949 on Joy Road. Tickets for this event are $20 for the front row, 15 GA. Doors will open at 4 p.m. with a 5 p.m. bell time. Kids are only $5. Gotta like that. New Breed Pro Wrestling presents United We Stand from the Token Lounge. Awesome stuff. So you can check that out. Josh,
So,
man, oh man. We are not very far from 100 episodes of MIW, bro.
100 episodes.
What are we going to do? We got 8 episodes, man. So let's see. If we did an episode every week, let's see where we're at. Hold on. Let me look at the calendar here, homeboy. Let's see here. So next week would be the 3rd. There's 1, right? So that we need, what, 8 more, you say? Or 7? We got 92.
8. Math no worky.
What episode is 92? All right, so we need 8 episodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would put us at September 21st, roughly. So
September 21st.
we need to plan something for that. We got 100 episodes, dude. Sure. We got to figure it out. What are we going to do? The Tuesday. Or we could really do something different and do it on a Saturday or something, because that way we can actually do something special. You know what I mean? But, what?
Headline. A while ago, we brought up the idea because we were looking to get a new camera because we thought Cody broke ours, but he was able to fix it.
Well, sort of.
Because he's just as good
Sort
as
of.
he's bad.
Sort of.
But we said if people donate $100, the Dread King Logan's going to chop the flipping hell out of me, and Danny has to do DBA. So why don't we put a solid timeline on this? You said Saturday. September 21st is when we're looking at episode 100. If people donate $100 by episode 100, Danny's got to do DBA, and I'm going to get the hair chopped off my chest.
You really want to do that?
No, I don't, but I'm a man of my word.
Okay, well, we'll work this out. We'll talk about it a little bit more and then what we're going to do for the 100. And holy shit, you're crazy, man. All right, so thank you to everybody for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to head on over, like if you're on YouTube, go down in the description. Down there, you'll find links to our Facebook, our groups, all the stuff we have, all our social media. Check it all out. Please search out XICW and all these wonderful promotions, Pro Wrestling All-Stars and Capital Pro Wrestling. And there's the Great Lakes Wrestling. What is it? The Great Lakes Wrestling Showcase. Check them out. Capital Pro Wrestling does that. They have a YouTube channel. They have quite a bit of subscribers over there. They do a weekly show on their YouTube channel, so that's pretty sweet. Independence Pro Wrestling. They have a great channel that they do a lot of cool stuff. Their announce team is stellar. They got a very old school style of doing things. Reminds me of some of the old NWA stuff.
Yep.
Very cool. And they do that on purpose. When I did the interview with their announcer or with their play-by-plays, they said they do that on purpose. So good stuff. Make sure you check out Happy Harper Ice Cream, one of our official sponsors, right? Official sponsors. Josh's goal, I talked about it a little bit. I did a live earlier on my Facebook. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but if you haven't, you should go check it out. I talked a little bit about, Josh, I talked about Rasslin Rage and some of the plans for the future and things we're going to do and stuff like that. And I talked a little bit about your ice cream, and I said about how that's your goal, your end goal, anybody's end goal who has a small business is to not work anymore and to make ice cream forever.
Yeah.
Right? So, by the way, I was going to tell you, and since I got you here, I was down, I forget where I was at. I was somewhere. I had to go between Warren and Flint, right? Okay. So I took a different way home than you did. And in one of I took the back way. I took 15 through and then hit a couple other side roads. But in one of the places, there was this spot. It was like a little ice cream thing, right? And then it was like, like how in Marysville we have our ice cream place here, right? But it was a little trailer, like a little tow behind trailer. Little fucker, right? Like all metal. And it was an ice cream thing, and they had a little generator or whatever so that they can keep their freezer cold or whatever. And they just, dude, that is so. I can see you pulling up outside of a wrestling event and throwing your shit up. Ice cream, Happy Harbor ice cream. Get your ice cream here. You have yourself a little trailer and you tow it behind the Fusion there.
Yep.
You know, dude, and I mean literally when I say little, it was not like a camper, dude. I'm like seriously, it was little. Like maybe a little bit bigger than a bug.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and I think they just kept their shit in there and that's where they did their thing. So,
you know what'd be even cooler than pulling up on the outside of a wrestling show and saying that I have ice cream there? If possibly there is a wrestling show where Happy Harper was sold at the concessions.
oh, great idea.
I mean,
That's it.
hey, maybe if in Standish, Michigan, next weekend, Happy Harper was sold at the concessions.
You should reach out to Mongo.
Okay, let me rephrase that. At XICW's Standish show, Summer Heat, Happy Harper will be sold at the concessions.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. How'd that work? How'd you get that?
Mongo.
Nice. I like it. Sweet. Awesome. See? That's how shit works.
All I
Now,
had to do was
see,
fill up with Mongo ice
this
cream.
is the way it has to be. This is the way, Josh. This is the way because there was a minute that I was a step ahead. Now you're a step ahead of me. See, there you go, bro. That's how you got to do it. You're getting it. I like it. See, I taught you something.
Yep.
Yay, Cody. All right. So, right. Thank you guys again for watching us, and please like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
It's going down.
This is Rasslin Rage.
Do it now.
This is Rasslin Rage.
Scream it out loud.
This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
It's going down.
This is Rasslin Rage.
Do it now.
This is Rasslin Rage.